for Yoni Baat. So I guess as the first performer, I have the responsibility of like bringing up the energy of the room much higher. How do we do that? Okay, just repeat after me. Do you guys know the meaning of Yoni? Let's see hands who doesn't know what Yoni means. Okay? So, Yoni in Sanskrit actually means literally vulva. But it's generally the whole area around the vagina. So let's just keep that in mind and then repeat after me. Yoni.
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 Yoni. Thank you for coming. Let's get started. You guys ready? I know it may not be the best time, but I'm having some conflicted emotions about the word Yoni right now. And I need to process it. You know, Bay Area, 20 years. So, see, the word Yoni has never been in my personal vocabulary. I came across it in very specific contexts, like yoga classes, tantra lessons, ecstatic dance, things like marketing materials by New Age people. These people, well, now that I think about it, half of my friends are these people, and I love them dearly, but some of these people, they, oh God bless their souls, they don't know the difference between Dharma, Chakra and Karma, and give themselves names like Kali, Yogini, Durga, Jamuna, and they proclaim a lineage of wisdom from the great yogis of the age of Sanskrit. It seems like they think that Yoni is the center of this holy universe, and we South Asians have held the secret key from them for like so long. The secret to nirvana, of sexual passion, of the release of orgasmic, magical energy. They look at my brown skin, hear my unplaceable accent. From South Africa? Oh, must be born and brought up in Britain. No, Sri Lanka. See, my familiarity with exotic objects and languages, they take it all in and assume that from a very young age, I've been trained to wake up at the crack of the dawn and do yoga. Upon puberty, by being led by my aunt and mother and sisters, I've celebrated in my sexuality and reveled in my body. And I know all the mysteries of silk and chiffon and ceremonial saris. Look at me, guys. I can't even keep this on. And every time my mother tries to put a sari on me, it just falls, much to her terror and the mirth of my cousins. As far as rituals go, well, there's a way to wash yourself at the last day of the periods. And you do the same ritual every time you have sex. Well, it won't leave much time over the weekends for us, will it? Yoga, I love doing yoga, but that's because I saw it on TV when I was 20. You know, the topic of sexuality, no one in my family, male or female, will touch that subject with a 10-foot pole. And seriously, there's nothing I would intentionally do for which I will have to wake up at the crack of the dawn. So as you see, this Yoni thing and everything associated with it doesn't really work for me. It's just like this foreign word. But now, going back to the subject of my interest, Yoni being related to this whole release of magical orgasmic energy. You're with me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I think my Yoni is just started. You know, being in the spotlight and all that. It wants to be part of that universe and be part of that whole magical exploratory journey, but it wants to share the blame and the fame with others. Like, for me, kind of all starts with the mind. I didn't do yoga when I was little, but what I did was have fantasies and imagination about women in fairy tales, no, not in fairy tales, but in myths about gods and goddesses, books, novels, poetry, doing fanfares, and really feeling the heat and the spark starting when I had a crush for my beautiful but sad chemistry teacher, going to normal girls' school and all that. And then waking up from the intense dream of my best friend, her embracing my skin, and thinking, didn't even think it was not okay. Just felt great. And even today, it does take a build up to burn. Seeing someone across the bar, thinking what can happen, and then later on, fantasizing what could have happened. And all that kind of like playing like an instrument across land and water, and that very emotive, erotic power, the potential, can actually make me come. Okay, let's just say I'm not fantasizing anymore and actually I am making love to someone. A woman, that's who I make love to. And then I just want to touch her. Her skin, brown it might be, but it takes all the shades of caramel candy. She puts on mehndi, deep jungle green turning into earthen brown, and then golden orange. I trace my fingers along her, not touching it. Her soft fur below my fingertips, sending small shivers shooting down her spine. I take feather, I take fur, I take velvet, I take metal claws and half-bitten nails and slide them down her back, along the side of her body, along her neck, going down the shoulders, her breasts, her waist, till she melts, moaning into me. And then, of course, my mouth wants to find hers. Ah, the dangerous delicacies of the first kiss. The taste, sweet and spicy, and the sweat on her body. Licking, kissing, sucking as it going down. Her mouth finding my deep earlobes. My mouth so wet, pushing her fingers in and out, in and out. Thank you. So love for women, by women, about women, it's a sacred thing. It is full of lust, passion, desire, affection, complexities, the love and the intimacy we all look for. It is in all forms, beyond commitments, beyond property rights. And my sexuality, I don't think it can be held by this one word called Yoni. You know what? I think I'm feeling good enough to let it go and move on. I guess this is what me, a butch, immigrant, dyke, artist, lesbian, engineer, woman from South Asian descent, my Yoni had to say today. May all of you speak their truth. Thank you for coming.